So we're diving in again on a Monday to do the dragon card readings, as I have been requested to do. So these dragon cards are here to tell you what your soul is already knowing and that she wants to guide you towards. So often our heads are so busy and we're trying to do so much as we're so human. We're trying to run a family, we're trying to run our business, we're trying to get healthy, we're trying to book a holiday, all those kind of things, all the solutions and decisions that we need to make. And what these dragon cards do is help you to find out how you can change so that you can make better decisions, so that you think things just come through so much easier for you, that you start to get divine guidance. You know, when you walk out of the room and you kind of go, oh, don't forget your keys, but you do anyway because you're not listening, because you're like, nope, got to get there, I'm in a rush. This is all what divine guidance is all about. It is allowing you to slow down and to follow the way of the dragons. Now, the dragons want for you to be able to listen and to be able to get your own divine guidance. So every week I show you at least 4 of the cards that are available to you by posting these out on a Friday evening, allowing you to choose 4 of the cards that are blind, and then you choose the card that is most relevant to you, and I read these out on a Monday. So we are going to take a note of the cards, we're going to take a note of the time, and then every single person who has requested a card, I will tag you so that you get an idea of what's going on the inside, what you can do to change, to move things forward in a much easier way. I am here, Fiona Robertson, as your soul coach, as someone who can get you into meeting your soul, to listening to your soul, so that you can get divine guidance, so that you can allow the dragons to clear the path for you, to clear the air around you. Meet your dragon. If maybe you meet your dragons, your fairies, whatever they are, but they are mystical beings that are here, guided by your soul, to help you move through this life far, far, far easier. So let's just see the first card that comes out. I've been asked to do this slightly differently today. I've got card 1 and 2. Let's get 3 and 4 at the same time, shall we? All to do with what's going on in the universe, consciousness. And then the 4th card. Let's see what comes out there. Great, how we can move forward with ease. Brilliant. Got the 4 cards for today. So the first card that came out today for anybody who chose card number 1 is Utopia. Utopia is the dragon that never lands on the earth ever in the same way again. She hovers above the ground, not wanting to land in the dramas or in the quagmire or in the struggle or in the fear or in the pain of living. She really wants you to kind of just soar above it all and just understand, there's an easier way. All I need to do is ask. So her card today is number 62. And I shall start writing that down, and I shall start reading this out and take a note of the time that I read this out. So whoever chose card number 1, this is Utopia. She's just such an angel of a dragon. She really is. When you've gone the whole hoot and you've let go so much, you understand it, and sometimes you're not quite acting on it. This is when they come through to me. Hi Caroline, and they're saying to me, that is such a human reaction, Fiona. And oh yeah, I kind of dropped into that, didn't I? I went down into my deep, dark, depressive vortex, or trying to solve things out by using strategy. So this is basically what the dragons want to tell us. Like, sometimes we know that you humans can struggle, but we just really want to tell you that there is an easier way. Some of these cards are quite long. Basically it's to get you into the resonance, into the understanding, and listening behind the words, so listening to how it makes you feel rather than just what you hear. This is allowing your intuition all the way through so that you get the divine guidance in the message. I didn't bring my glasses through. That's rather clever, isn't it? Maybe I've got these other ones, seeing as it's quite a lot of text. So yeah, real live. I know, different glasses again. Okay, so there is an urgent need for you to strongly believe now, a need to step into your new Accepting evolved self with a new understanding. Holding on to a new, deeper comprehension and taking a leap of faith that there is a new creation for you that is appearing just ahead and is just around the corner, that comes from the invisible, imaginary realm to further support you, and you are the creator and are supported in all things. Can you feel that sensation growing inside you, and how much your soul loves you and wants the very best for you? Can you find the feeling of your soul within your body, and how your body and mind alter themselves once present and connected to this state? You are aligned, united. Everything is working out well. Can you feel that? Can you feel that within your body so that you know how to tap into that every single day? With this new evolution of humanity shifting into the new paradigm and ascending into higher frequencies, you get to experience that you are not alone, nor have you ever been alone. And you are always far from alone. The evidence has been laid out before you in every circumstances that you've ever experienced. Now you just need to start believing that this is what you are needing for your highest good. As tough as that may sound, we've all had soul intervention and it's all come down like a hammer on our head. But that is always, always just to show you what you're holding on to and what you need to clear. I shall continue. Soul interventions come in for you to remember to ask for assistance and how you can experience what you want. You yourself are the one who can make the change so that you can move past the next awkward situation and then the next with ease and grace. You can just ask and simultaneously adjust the focus of your thoughts and energy, and the support that is available for you can flood in for you, and you will see everything change. Can you feel and acknowledge that you are supported and that your soul has intervened in your life and set you on track to move you forward and orchestrate the circumstances for you to benefit for your highest good? All to bring you here to where you are now. And as you now see and believe that your soul has intervened in your life for a very good reason, for your highest good, you know your soul has your back to support you in all things, and your soul is here, as always, to support you through the good and the tough times no differently, just as you need to know that we, the spirit in all forms, including dragons, fairies, pixies, unicorns, are there to support your soul. No matter the situation that you may ask, please ask for support, ask for help. It can be very simply worded. For example, you know how to do this, please show me how. And wait and listen for your soul to bring you the answer. Your heightened intuition now brings you clear and conscious answers and actions to follow directly. Your inner world creates your outer world. That was card number 62 from Utopia. So if you chose card number 1, or if you haven't chosen a card at all, you're just getting into listening to the readings. Know that all of these cards are very, very relevant to whatever is going on for you. And each card that I read is actually building on the message of the last one. So what you're happening when you're listening to these cards is you're actually getting an attunement. You're actually understanding, that's the feeling that I don't want, that's the feeling that I do want. And as I read these cards, everyone will be getting an attunement, and everybody will be getting, including myself, into the frequency where it's really going to matter and what's going to change. All right, so the time on this one is 09:45 into the recording. Second card is ceremony. Ceremony. Card number 52. So let's see what Ceremony says to build on the message that we've just had from Utopia. Program survival mind and primal responses and go with a more playful sense of intuitive flow. This is the message that's coming from Ceremony. Ceremony card number 52. So reading the cards out of my very well worn book now. It's all got little tags on here every time one of the dragons changes in the book, so that I can find them easily. So this is number 52. So let go of the old program of the survival mind and primal responses and go with a more playful sense of intuitive flow. If you happen to fall into obsessive thinking of what's missing or what you lack, or the stories and feelings of dread and of doubt, and if they are running wild in your mind, remind yourself it's just a phase and it will look brighter under a different coloured magnifying glass and in the morning of a new day. This is exactly what I meant when I get into the swirly parts of life and then the dragons come in and they just say, that is such a human response, Fiona, just lift yourself above it. Remind yourself it's just a phase and it will look brighter under a different coloured magnifying glass and in the morning. These feelings and situations often show you exactly what you're just clearing away and ready to drop from your old programming. From the lower vibrations of the reptilian brain, only programmed for your survival and to keep you safe. Now remember to be grateful for what you're being shown from this very experience that you are having, even if it is uncomfortable. And I can attest to that as what I've been going through over the weekend. Sometimes it's just a clearing, and whatever you're going through, even though it's just so painful and it just drags you down so far, know that it's a clearing, know that it's there, be grateful that it's there because it's leaving, and it just wants you to take things from a different perspective from now on. So now remember to be grateful what you're being shown from this very experience that you're having. It is, even if it's uncomfortable. You need only ask for help with your current dilemma and be gracious for what is then provided. Open up your channels to intuitively perceive what you are being prepared to completely let go of and release. The mind, the body and the soul, when reprogrammed, are all integrated, will work together beautifully. The mind can be reprogrammed from the old survival paradigm and your particular set of outdated educated beliefs, and gradually receive the updated and uplifted flow program, the new codes. This is possible for everybody to experience, where it may be at first seems safer to stay in the familiar but basic survival state and let go of the old ways of thinking and acting from fight, flight and freeze. The reptile brain wants to keep you safe, but is stuck in fear and worry. You get to trust that you are safe and that all your basic needs will be provided for. There are many points in your brain that are yet undiscovered, and people so far know absolutely nothing about. Also, that not everybody's brain works in the same way. Their capacity is really quite different. It may be similar to something that somebody else sees on a film screen inside your own mind, and some may pick up the information with tactile sensations, and the mind deciphers that meaning clearly for that person. The mind is a fantastic organ, allowing multi-sensory and very accurate intelligence, invisible information, to be quickly received, communicated and understood. Feeling and using your sensitive nature will by far be more reliable than listening to your thoughts and your overthinking head. Practice and learn how you sense and how you decipher your own body's language to you. Thank you very much, Ceremony. It's a great reminder, isn't it, that there is so much overthinking being done when we could just listen to our divine guidance, and we could see whatever we're going through as just a way to know that we are being prepared to clear something, or that we are ready to clear something. There is no necessity to hang on to all those old memories, old thoughts, everything that's just running and running and running in the background, which just causes a chain of reactions in our physical body, and it's just no good whatsoever. Card number 3 today, turned out when I picked the cards out asking my questions, was Lunar Ray. Lunar Ray, card number 29, living in the new world. You've shifted into the new dimension on the planet. This is Lunar Ray. Lunar Ray is a wingless dragon. She is white, pearlescent, just totally and utterly beautiful. When you touch her, she feels like a snake. She's so smooth and soft. She's really all about you getting into your feelings, to understand that your feelings count for so much. And it's just so different when you start feeling into what you want to achieve, rather than just thinking it and using an overused mantra, or the chaotic mind, or when you're thinking about something and trying to focus on something but your mind just keeps hopping and bopping all over the place. If you can feel the success of already having it, the frequency of it, this is what Lunar Ray wants to teach you. So we're going to read out number 29, which is Lunar Ray. Again, Lunar Ray is just desperate for you to have an experience of loving every single situation. So she says, living in the new world, you've shifted into the next dimension on the planet. The process itself to evolve without perfectionism is the magic you have waited for. The shift of being thoroughly satisfied and delighted with your own experience here on Earth, and still playing with accessing all the multicolored feelings that open up before you in this sensitive, wondrous, intuitive new world. There is no other planet like it for feelings, says Lunar Ray. You chose to be here at this time to experience just this very shift. You were all locked up without your feelings to flow, not wanting to feel the feelings, fearful of feeling the feelings, and avoiding your feelings altogether. Yet there is a beautiful, magical world out there. Didn't take a note at the time. 17. Yet there is a beautiful, magical world out there that operates and creates just from allowing your sensitivities to explore and get intimately known with your own feelings. This new world, in a new dimension, it exists already for some and feels compassionate, loving, accepting and understanding the troubles of others. Sensitive, joyful, playful, appreciative, exuberant. There is so much to be enjoyed, and that's why you came to Earth, because there are so many flavors and tastes and temperatures and sensations and adventures and feelings and things and more things and feelings and deeply wondrous feelings, says Lunar Ray. Maybe right now you have 1% of what's available to you, and that makes us very sad. A person who can feel is 100% alive in their body, that they chose to be here at this time, feeling their spirit soar, feeling their spirit and soul within them. That the purpose of coming to embody an earth body on this planet is to feel the feeling, these vibrations and frequencies. There is no good and there is no bad feelings per se. They are all just frequencies. They are all just energy. So what you're being taught is how to live as the new human, how to operate as the soul would have you operate. So if something bad is happening, it's just your perception that it's bad, and it's just a feeling on the whole scale of feelings that you are experiencing. Could be that it's just time to let that particular feeling go. If it's depression or feeling lack or feeling unloved or feeling overwhelmed or feeling miraculously overjoyed, all these are just feelings, and we can switch and we can operate from new feelings at any time. Again, there is no other planet like it for feelings. You chose to be here right now to feel the feelings, to have the contrast within the lives of not having the feelings, to then transform into a feeling being, evoking into a human that does have feelings and knows how to use them We use our feelings. It is your inner world that creates your outer world. If you can create the feeling of whatever it is that you want to experience, it is by law that it will be attracted to you. You know this, but it is a practice to get in and focus on the feelings that you want to have. So that was Luna Ray, card number 29. And I should be tagging everybody who chose a card. You can, by the way, understand that these cards are speaking to you on a soul level. The way of the dragons is to understand that you need to be able to tune in with your soul. Let's see what people are saying. It's time for all the baggage to go. Feeling the feeling. Oh, yeah. Just feeling the feeling of feeling better. Feeling the feeling of feeling wealthy. Feeling the feeling of being in love. Feeling the feeling of being the best at what you do. As a human, this is so difficult for us to do, but it becomes so much easier when we understand that it's our choice. It's our choice to feel that. And of course, your soul, the dragons, pixies, the fairies, owls, are mystical beings. They can only react like the angels. They can only react. Otherwise, they're upstairs. They're all around you, twiddling their thumbs, just going, we're watching you, we feel for you, but we can't do anything about it because you're not showing us what you want. You feel it, and then you can dive into that feeling, live in that feeling, and so by the nature of the gods, it can only come towards you. Unfortunately, we humans, when we're in our mind, we keep concentrating on what we don't have or what's not working, and we start complaining. And of course, we get more back of that. And of course, we feel it as so bad within our bodies, and it just feels so uncomfortable. We don't want to live like that. And we have to realize that that is just the feeling of what it is that we've been thinking about and what we've been focusing and concentrating on. Card number 4, Tara, the beautiful green blue sea dragon, who came to me when I was sitting on the beach and just started to talk to me. And there was a dog at the other side of the beach going crazy wild, and its owner just didn't know what to do with it. It had been so quiet beforehand, and as soon as Tara turned up, we started conversing. This dog had to come over and play with our energy, and it broke its lead and it flew over the beach to come and just roll over and kick up its legs and whimper and whine, and it was just having so much fun being in our energy. So this is Tara today. Tara's main message is you get to flip. You get to flip your emotions. You get to flip how you feel. She wants you to just take things from a different perspective. She so dearly wants you to like swim in new feelings. She's very much a water dragon. Again, she's a wingless dragon. She is a sea dragon, and she just wants you to just have, oh, you know that feeling when you go into the ocean? She's showing me the feeling when you go in the ocean and you can just float and you can be carried by the current, and it's just, you're playful like a sea lion or an otter, and you flip about and you just take things from a different perspective altogether. Now, card number 11 from Tara, the pivotal point to feel something other than what you currently feel. Now, isn't that everything that we've just been talking about today? So it's taking it right back down to where you are right now, or what you've been going through, like whatever I went through at the weekend. I was just like, I need to change the story. I need to change what I'm thinking. So let's have a look at what Tara has to say to us today. What did I say? Number 11. I think I've just zoomed straight past number 11. Let's just bring that one up. Okay. Tara, and the time here is 24. Brilliant. So we're on track. Tara wants to invite you to take a pivotal point, to feel something other than what you currently feel. You are on the brink and ready to pivot your perceptions. You may find yourself totally hooked on something or somebody that you cannot possibly let go of, like a situation or a circumstances you just can't stop thinking about. It irritates you so much, and it makes you so angry, or it makes you feel so rejected, or it makes you feel so unloved. It's become part of you, like a habit that you just can't break. Yet you know it does you no good whatsoever to stay in this vibe, in this state. It's so familiar, and it feels something like an addiction to keep thinking this over and over and over again. It has you in its grasp, and you are trapped, being dependent, so that you would feel lost and adrift without it. But at the same time, it feels draining, and you recognize that it is no good for you whatsoever. You have to get rid of this particular habit. And this is what Tara wants to show you. It is just a habit, a silly old habit. So what we need to do is go through it and get it done. You get to choose to feel something that you would feel better feeling than you do right now. So what do you choose to feel? The turning point is the moment you declare that you want to feel something other than what you feel right now. How many times have I done this? I don't want to feel like this anymore. I don't want to have to do this anymore. And when you get cross and when you get angry, you are very determined. You could come to a place where you recognize yourself. I don't want to feel this way anymore. I don't want this to be happening to me anymore. This is your turning point. Just like when I was saying, this is such a waste of time. And then the next part is when you decide, if I don't want to feel this anymore, then what do I want to feel? Maybe you recognize that there is something missing for you, like a deep connection in your relationships, feeling loved, experiencing inner peace or freedom, or better finances, more time to enjoy life, to feeling not so tired or having more enjoyment, and a life of far more happy feelings. Maybe you recognize that you complain and that you feel exhausted rushing around for everyone else, and you've lost all enjoyment from your work, in your home, or that life in general that does not satisfy or fulfill you at any level. As a human being, you truly deserve to be happy. You now choose consciously and with determination how you want to feel something other than you currently feel. Allow the feelings you want to come up from the inside. Let them come up, be recognized from the inside. Where do you feel that? If it's joy or love or peace, it's coming from a place inside you. In other words, you have it already. Stop looking for something or someone that gives you the feeling from the outside to make you feel happy, to have enjoyment, to feel love or peace. Go inside and own that you control what you feel. Look for all the situations and all the memories and all the dreams and all the fantasies you've had when you felt that delicious feeling that you seek, and let that flood into you and infuse you with the feeling that you desire the most. You have a memory of it. You have the feeling already on the inside. Even if it's just fantasy, you have that feeling, and you can regain that feeling just by going inside and going, there it is. And your body and your mind knows no different than it is not happening right now. It doesn't know that it's not happening. All it does is it feels it, and therefore, I feel that. So you start to magnetize more of that, and you start to notice more of the good stuff. With that feeling that you are seeking radiating from you, you will experience more occasions, more moments, more situations that match that feeling, note for note. You are becoming aware when you feel what you want to feel, and that you are in the driving seat. You have, my darling, pivoted. This is when you are not expecting someone else to give you love, nor do you expect someone else to provide you with peace. You find that exquisite things on the inside. You do not work hard to prove yourself to others or earn money or buy objects that make you look smart and successful. You just are that on the inside already, vibrationally fulfilled and satisfied. These cards very much speak to me every single week, and I hope that they speak to you every single week as well. If you picked one card, it's quite likely and probably very beneficial that you listen to all of the cards, because they really do have a very strong message that just goes, they all go together. So these are the 4 cards for this week. If you want to hear what your soul is saying on any single thing that's going on in your life, how you can change and how you go, oh God, yeah, I'm just in my swirl of things, aren't I? I'm just overthinking things. So I could use the dragon cards to tell me what my soul already knows and what my soul wants to do and what my soul wants me to move forward with. There is a link in this post about how you can get hold of your own dragon cards so that they will be able to guide you. And I recommend that the people who've had them so far, they just pick one card. If they've got something that they have an intention to solve, or if they have something that's going on for them that they can't fathom out and they can't work out how to get past it, it's like pick a card and just start from there. And if you want more details about that, you can then just pick another card to go a little bit deeper into it. These are messages from the dragons. They are listening and they are guiding you as to what your soul knows already. My name is Fiona Robertson. I am an intuitive coach. I'm a soul coach. I help you have a really strong connection with your own soul so that you can get your divine guidance and follow the way of the dragons, so that you are following the teachings that the dragons have given us within these cards, so that you can change your mindset, you can change your creations, you can start getting the things that you want in this life by changing the way that they are guiding you to change, by changing your feelings, changing your perceptions, and that your inner world creates your outer world. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for choosing a card. I will be back again next Monday reading the next 4 cards. And this might just be your story for the week. It might also be very relevant to what is going on the conscious collective. So as we're all coming into the full moon, as we're all doing this journey together, it's all a soul journey. Our souls want us to get rid of and stop hanging on to and stop telling the stories that hold us in like depression and hold us in financial ruin and hold us in physical ways that don't suit us as a soul. We want a body fit for a soul. We want a business that is soul led, and we want the relationships that are just delicious. Have a wonderful week. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you want a reading from the dragons on your business, please let me know. These are chargeable, and I'm very happy to do these. I tune in with the dragons, we talk to your business, and we find out what it is that your business wants from you. This speeds up the process immensely and really puts you on track as to where you need to be going next. It's like, just see what the next phase is, see what the whole big picture is, and then we just see what the next phase is, what you're being asked to do. These are what the business readings are all about, and they're called the vision that Source has for you. Have a wonderful week and lots of love. Bye bye.